Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
Welcome back to the Brats and Beers Podcast. Woo! Crack a cold one. What are you drinking, Drew?
The Golden Light. I'm just curious, do you think it's like time for us to get sponsored?
I think so. We need a fucking real beer sponsor. Like, what is going on?
Like, I'm out here giving free promotions all day.
Every fucking week we're giving some, I mean, let's be real, it's like two different companies that you rep. Actually, pretty much just one, but
Bush Light.
Bush Light and some Michelob. Tonight it is Drew and myself. Here, Cody is. We're not really sure what Cody's doing, but he could not make it tonight. Probably in some golf league or throwing the ball for his dog to go get. Who knows? I don't know. He's probably doing something really important. We're not really sure. So we'll catch up with him next week. But Drew, we got to dive into this though. I'm really excited to talk about all of your winnings, dude.
Wait, breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Patrick Peterson is staying with the Vikings. 1-year deal.
Oh, wow. Are you happy? Pretty excited?
Yeah. That leads us, maybe we just roll into this real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Screw the winnings, man. So during the draft, we're like going to target a cornerback, which that'd be pretty awesome to have Stingley or whatever with Patrick Peterson now. But like, there's this edge rusher. I think it's Jermaine Johnson from Georgia.
Okay.
He's like projected to be a top like edge rusher.
Yeah.
So my question for you is like, let's just use it like a fantasy draft, right? It's like, do you take that guy even though you have Za'Darius and you have a Hunter, but you have a third then and you can develop him and he's good? Like, you like passing up on like a star is what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what situation you're in. Like, if there's any like critical like need areas, then obviously you have to address that shit. Like, it's like when you look at like terrible teams, it's like that's why a lot of them go like best available sometimes if it's like the first or second pick, because it's like you have to go star power and then try to hope that later in the draft or you can pick other pieces up. But I mean, I feel like the needs come into play. Like, do you guys have any areas that you're like desperately in need of, like right now?
I'd say cornerbacks for sure, our secondary, and then O-line, of course.
Where's your like first two picks at? Do you know?
I think we're 13 or 12.
And 12. Okay.
No, not and 12 or 12. I can't.
Okay. And then what's your next one? Do you know? Just
not
the
even
second
sure.
round?
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, it's just, I guess you just got to look at it like, can you still get a good cornerback like in the second round or whenever your next pick is, or what else you're going to do there? But
well, okay, so let me ask you.
It's hard to pass up on an edge rusher.
Exactly, but
that caliber.
So like, let's say you have two wide receivers that you drafted in your draft, okay, and a spot comes up where it's time for you to get a running back or a QB or a wide receiver, but there's Devontae Adams. I know this is a ridiculous scenario. What do you do? Do you take that third wide receiver or do you get your needs?
I mean, well, if you're asking from a Packers perspective, we have a fucking MVP quarterback and they drafted Jordan Love a couple years ago. So if that helps you with that, I don't know if that puts more confusion into it.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
I mean, that pick made absolutely no sense and still doesn't. But yeah, I mean, in that situation, if you have Devontae and like say another core guy or two, like I wouldn't take another chance on that. Like now the Packers desperately need to go after a wide receiver.
Right.
So,
but my question to you is, I suck at fantasy. Like I can't win, and that's like my strategy is I like to fill my spots.
Not check your team.
That's a lost cause. We can't talk about that. That's NBA, by the way, people. I'm a pro at NFL. I get third place a lot. But yeah, okay. Let's move on.
No. So you're saying like fantasy, like you feel like the next best available or what?
Yeah, let's say I take a wide receiver, then I take another wide receiver, but a star is there, but I need a running back. So, but you're like in the fourth round now. I would take the running back,
Yeah.
but I think maybe do you take that wide receiver?
That's a great debate. I don't know. Because I'm probably more like you, where I'll take that running back. Like I usually have some sort of strategy in my head where I'm doing like, depending on where my picks fall, like you're going. I mean, if I have two close back to back and I can get a stud at wide receiver and running back, I'm going to take those. But it also depends on who's up there. It's like if you have two crazy good wide receivers and you take those first, like you have to go running back the next one. Like taking three.
It doesn't help that I wanted Michael Carter in the 5th and somebody took him. I was planning for that.
And then Denzel Mims or what?
Every jet, baby.
Yeah, I mean that's a good debate. That's tough. I'd love to hear Cody's, but we have to bring that up when Cody's done mowing his lawn.
Well, we want to hear what you fans think. Tell us your strategy for drafting.
Yeah, it's tough.
But what pick did the Packers have?
I'll probably get the most angry text from Scott, like, you guys are fucking idiots. Shout out to Scott Trojan.
Them donuts making you fat, boy.
He said that. That's funny. Stop eating donuts, Scott. You're getting fat. What was your question? Sorry.
The Packers. What draft picks do they have?
That's I honestly don't even know. They have. Let me look quick. I just know that they addressed it this week that they obviously need to go after a wide receiver, like whether that's finding somebody or it's they have to draft somebody because they have literally nobody. We have the 22nd pick, which this mock draft is saying a wide receiver out of Arkansas. And then we have the 28th pick, which is kind of nice. So this one has two wide receivers in the first round, and then we have a 53rd pick in the second round. So yeah, it's kind of nice to have those two back-to-backs a little later in the first, but still have some freedom there to see if anybody falls.
Damn, dude, watch them draft a quarterback with their pick, and then a Will Smith moment happens.
Oh god, Rodgers just walks up to Gunku, slaps the shit out of him, and gets a standing ovation from everyone else on the team, or what? Praised as a hero, starts breaking down. Yeah.
You want to talk about that quick?
Yeah, we can.
Do you think it's fake?
I do want to say though, real quick, if they draft a quarterback in this draft, I will never watch a Packer game again, and I vow that. You can hold me to that. Will Smith, Chris Rock, is it fake? You know what's crazy? I heard today, and this is like going super conspiracy theory, but apparently Pfizer was sponsoring the Oscars the other night, and they're coming out with a new alopecia drug, and everyone's thinking that it was staged just to put more like alopecia in people's minds, and that's like the way to promote their new drug. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Well, it's more interesting because one of the reasons I think is that I, along with a million others, didn't know the Oscars was on.
Yeah, I didn't.
Until that happened. So I think it was like they needed to get viewers or something, perhaps.
It's pretty old and pretty boring, and nobody gives a shit about it, honestly. So, I knew it was on. I didn't turn it on, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then then I saw that pop up, and I was like, oh shit, I'll turn it on quick. And I did right after. And watched Will Smith's fucking speech or what, I don't know.
I didn't see that speech, so I don't know what happened.
Dude, he just started crying and saying that his life is God's pulling him in different directions right now, and it's so hard, and just trying to make people feel bad for him. He apologized to everybody else except Chris Rock. Literally didn't apologize at all. Just essentially was trying to say how bad his life is and how hard it is, and he's just crying up a storm, and that he's so thankful for this movie, and just and then everyone gave him a fucking standing ovation. It was what? Did you forget what the fuck just happened? It was just so weird. And I don't know. I think if there's other scenarios or other people in that scenario, it goes way different. If it's, and not to even bring out, we don't have to talk race, but if it is race or even just people, because it's if Kanye goes up and does that shit, he's labeled as crazy. He has his outburst at the fucking MTV movie or music awards or whatever, and he's labeled as fucking crazy ever since that moment. Whereas like this, it's like now people are like, well, Will, you know what? He's still amazing. He's such a hero. And he called himself a vessel for love in the fucking acceptance speech. It was like, what? You just bitch slapped a man on TV. Like, it's just so weird. Just so weird.
Okay, I got a few points here quick, okay? First point is that you telling me you never made fun of your girlfriend in front of people and then she gives you a look and you got to do something about it? Come on, guys.
That's exactly what fucking happened.
That's exactly what happened. He was laughing. I think Cody and Bree do it the most I've ever met. Like, Cody is always cracking on Bree. It's hilarious. But you get that look and you got to do something about it, you know?
That's exactly what happened, which is also crazy, though, because, like, she's over there fucking all these other dudes. It's like, how far?
Entangled, Shawn. Entangled. God, didn't you watch the interview?
God, it's just, I think that's a broken man. I think Will Smith is broken. I think he needs some serious fucking therapy, honestly. And not just because of that. I just feel like this whole wife situation, like, she's toxic and she is crushing this man slowly. And I think it came out all in one instance right there. So it sucks that Chris Rock was on the receiving end of that. Chris Rock should sue him for $200 million. He should have pressed charges immediately. He didn't. He dropped everything. I don't know.
Well, point number 2. Everybody hates Chris. That was too good, man. It's like, of course, that's like perfect for the meme.
But if there was one thing that happened good with that, it was that the memes and everything that came out of that, holy shit. Twitter was on fire that night. Oh my God.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. It was like, I think it was real. I don't know. It was just so, for it to be staged, like the thing that sold it for me was like the screaming at Chris after, like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And he kept doing it. And like, he had like a crazy man's eyes, like when he was yelling it. And I was like, it was just so weird.
Dude, but one of the best things is Chris's reaction. That's what made it so real. But when he's like, he looking at him and he's like, oh, look. What I saw this TikTok today, it was like, Chris could have tore that man apart.
Oh, he swallowed
right there.
some jokes.
Yeah,
he's like, some jokes.
Okay, you know? Yeah.
He even did like a little
exactly.
And then he stopped and I was like, dude, that relationship in life, like that could get destroyed in a second by a comedian. Like Chris could have gone in on them and like, God, and that joke wasn't even that bad. Like it's not even that crazy. And she's been bald for like years. Like she's been bald for like ever, I feel like. Like it's not a new thing. It's not like this is her first look where she came out as like bald or some shit. She's been bald for a long time. Like it.
Oh, that kind of changes things for me. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like it's been a look that she's been rocking for a while. It's not that fucking weird. Like, and he just referenced it to a movie where the last person who played it went bald for the role. So it's like, it's not even that like, not even that crazy.
Isn't she the green chick in Guardians of the Galaxy? What's she worried about being bald for?
Right?
Green.
Like, just stupid. It's not like Chris Rock was like, where's LeBron James at? He could use Jada's head for a basketball or some shit like that.
Shawn, naughty.
It wasn't like he came at like her ball. Like, I mean, he mentioned the ball, but like,
I thought it was pretty funny. I'm sorry. I mean, it's pretty funny. That's like the whole point of a comedian, joke. Though. I'm always going to be on the side of they're a comedian. They're going to make fun of you.
Every year since like the Oscars, I swear to God, started when they have like comedians host this, they roast everyone. Like they roast all the top people. Like that's going to happen. And most people just laugh it off and fucking go, oh yeah, well, this movie just made me fucking $50 million and I'm gonna go drive home to my fucking castle. It's like, it's not a big deal. It's a fucking joke that you know is coming. So,
well, you keep her name out of your fucking mouth, okay? But no, I want Pete or who's Brooklyn Nine? Andy Samberg. I want him to roast.
Oh God, dude. His roast at the Justin Bieber roast is still one of my favorites, dude. Roasted so hard right now. Did somebody order a barista? Because this roast just got dark. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, the worse it got, the better it got.
Dude, it was hilarious. And I think what made it even funnier is that Bill Hader the entire time is just geeking because he knows him and the little shtick he's doing.
Yep.
Oh my God, so funny. So funny. Great. Anyways.
All right.
Sports? Should we talk some sports?
Sports.
If you want to talk about it, I mean, you want to talk about how your betting life's been going or no?
How about we do this? So, been doing really well at betting. So if you guys are interested, go to Whale Watching Bets at Twitter. It's my Twitter handle at Bets Watching. I'm dropping that. I do live betting on FanDuel. So if anyone wants to follow, come play. I don't have a system. I just am lucky. So, but I put a little logic to that luck. So,
Drew, would you ever say
that
you have a unit that you base your bets off of?
I was trying to figure that out last night.
Because I would say you don't.
No.
Because it'll be like 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, grand here, 500 here, 750 here. It'll just be like the most random bets. I just geek every time. It'll be on the most random people too. Like Patty Mills to trip once during the game, $1,000 on it, and he will do it.
Oh, great. Tell me how many of those I lost.
No, I'm not saying you lose.
No. So I'm saying that's my confidence level.
Yeah,
is the money, you know.
See, but that's what a unit is. That's what I'm saying is our base. Because
my unit's like 50 cents is like one. So
every one of your bets is like fucking like 50 times
500 units.
Yeah. Lock of the year, 700 units. It's like.
But I do want to just shout out a few times last night, just to give you guys a little heads up what I'm looking at here. So last night I was watching the Detroit Pistons game versus the Brooklyn Nets. It was neck and neck the entire game. And I'll pull it up here. Cade Cunningham was torching it up, in which he should win Rookie of the Year, just saying. He's killing it. But he had 14 points, and the over was at 17.5 in the third quarter with 1 minute left at plus 108. So he needed to score 4 points.
Damn.
Just to win. He ended up with, I think, 30 something. Damn. So that's one. And second one I want to bring up is our boy Chris Middleton, who was playing in another close game. This is Shawn's best guy, by the way.
You picked him on a good night. His one game every 2 months that he goes off.
Oh, crap, Shawn.
I can't wait for him in the second round of the playoffs to go off in game 3, and everyone's going to be like, that game is so crucial.
He had 13 in the third, and the over was 18.5. Come on, you guys. Chris Middleton, googly eyes, come on.
18.5. He's a fucking all-star. Get out of here.
No, that was his line.
No, I know. I'm saying
27.
the fact that his line was at 18.5 for an all-star, that's embarrassing. That means he was having a shitty game and he turned it on or something.
I think so.
Fucking sucks.
Whale watching bets at Bets Watching. All right. Shawn, what about you though? You had a good weekend.
I finally went back to the old bookie man that we've been playing around with here. I haven't been betting for the past probably like year, and then the tournament brought it out in me again. So started doing a little bit of bets. I've been holding strong with my unit though. I've been going like maybe $15 for most of them, and if I'm confident of bet, it's like 30. So I'm nowhere near your whole level, Drew. But
there's no level, man. Let's hear it.
I think this last weekend, Friday, Saturday, I went I want to say like 20 of my last like 24 bets or some shit like that I was at. So hitting at a pretty good clip right now. There were a couple too where I noticed that I was going to probably lose, like St. Peter's game. Once they got down big, I was like, all right, I'm going to live bet this and do something with the under. Obviously St. Peter's wasn't scoring, so I went under on that for the second half total. And then I went North Carolina to win the second half just because they were dominating.
Yes. Dude,
they won it by a fucking point. So St. Peter's came down and hit a shot at the end, and then North Carolina went like to go up, and then North Carolina came down and scored or got fouled or some shit, and they went up, and then St. Peter's came down and missed their shot, and then they let the time expire. So I won it by a point. So that was awesome. But
damn, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty close. But yeah, otherwise, like I've been for the most part right about scenarios as far as like how games are going to play out. There's a couple I missed, but for the most part, I've been pretty confident. And I already locked in 2 bets for this weekend.
Please tell us, please. This is Shawn's analysis.
This is it. And let me pull them up real fast here. So some of our friends out there, I know some listeners cracking down on my analysis, but you know what? It's been paying off. So follow me if you want. I'm hitting the Nova and Kansas under hard. I made the bet early in the week just in case the line moves. It's at 133. That's my favorite bet of the weekend is the
Plus
under.
133?
No, under 133 points.
Oh, what's the line?
Minus 110. So they're over and under are both minus 110. I'm hitting the under, and this is my thinking. So Kansas can score a lot of points, but Nova just lost one of their best players. He tore his Achilles, just like me. Pops his Achilles. They usually only run 6 or 7 guys as is, and now that they lost him, they don't have a deep bench, so they're probably going to be running maybe 6 guys. They're going to need to slow the game down. They can't run the whole game with Kansas. Kansas will destroy them. So every one of their possessions is going to be taking the shot clock, or it's going to be 20 to 30 seconds probably. This is my thinking, my thought process.
All right.
So they're going to slow the game down. Like Kansas might push it, but Nova, Jay Wright's a smart enough coach where he's like, we have to play our game. Like we have to try to make them play our game, at least on the offensive end. So my thought process is maybe half the game's fast because of Kansas, but the other half is going to be slow. It's going to drop down those points. I think it's going to be like a high 60s to like 50s game, somewhere in there, but Kansas is gonna win, just because they're gonna have more depth and be able to score at a higher clip. But so that's my thought there. I'm going under.
I like it. I think I might follow you there.
My other one is I put in for Duke -4. There's obviously a narrative that Coach K needs to win in his last year, so they will beat North Carolina. I fucking hate Duke, and I'm cheering on North Carolina so hard. I also wanted to hedge. I'm going to have a head-to-head bet with Cody as well, because he likes Duke and I like North Carolina. So it'll cover my losses one way or the other, so it's fine. But I'm going Duke -4. I'm sure they'll pull out like something at the end. Even if it's close, they'll win by free throws and get it.
I'm nervous about that one, though. That Balcott or whatever his name is, for UNC.
Baycott? Yeah,
Baycott. Dude, he's killing it. Right? And there's that white guy shooting 3-pointers lights out.
Yeah, RJ Davis, too, the other guard. They're playing some solid ball, which, again, that's why I went double the bet for the under the Kansas game. So then if North Carolina wins, I'll be happy that happens because Duke is losing. And if I lose $15, whatever, I'm fine with that. To see Duke lose, that'd make me happy.
You pay 15 for that.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. Otherwise, some FanDuel and DraftKings I'm still winning small clips here and there. They had some like free contest for March Madness the other day, and I like picked all the winners correctly or all the scenarios correctly. They had like 10 questions, and I got them all right, and I won a whole 1050 because I tied with probably thousands of other people.
Good job, man.
It is what it is.
Oh, I want to bring that up. I had a 6-leg parlay going, and Shawn commented, "Ride it out, baby." They're up by 25 points.
It was the fucking jazz. I woke up
lost.
and I saw that. I'm like, hopefully Drew didn't see my tweet.
It's okay. It was $20. It was worth it. I paid that to see Duke lose.
Dude, that is so bad. They were up 20 fucking. Oh my God! And then
Donovan Mitchell is so pissed, man. He
was calling it. He pulled the Chris Webber dude. He called the timeout with no fucking timeouts, and the ref was trying to let it slide and ignore him, and he kept doing it. So he fucking called it. It's like, dude, how dumb are you?
Oh my gosh, I didn't see any of it.
Yeah, dude.
But what else in the NBA has been going on?
Yeah, Lakers are officially out of the race right now, which is pretty fucking awesome to see. They had a play last night. I'll have to send it over to you, but they let Maxi Kleber. He got a rebound off a Restbrook, catches it. I think it was the end of the first quarter, and ran the entire length of the floor. Nobody stood in front of him. Everyone just let him go by, and he laid it up to beat the buzzer. And it capped off a 43-point first quarter against the Lakers. I'm like, holy shit.
Dude, I watched that game. It is pathetic. Russell Westbrook is nothing like he used to be. I don't know, because he's not getting any calls like he used to. Dude. He's getting hammered down below, and they're not calling it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Don't call it. I don't care.
But, he has no shot at all. He has no jump shot. He used to be able to make some jump shots. Dude, now he's just horrible. You don't even have to guard him. It's so bad. It's got to be, I don't know. I know we talked about it a couple times ago, but it's got to be a confidence thing or something. Who knows? But it is not good. Not good.
And when the rest of your bench is just a bunch of no names, I guess Malik Monk is doing pretty good right now, so give him that. But the Lakers look weird, man. It's weird.
Yeah, very weird. The Bucks are creeping up on the Heat. They've had some dysfunction over there. Udonis Haslem and Coach Spoelstra were fighting with Jimmy Butler.
That was not surprising.
Spoelstra, I know. Spoelstra was he's like, "You want to fight me, dude? You want to fight me?" And then Udonis Haslem stepped in. I didn't know Udonis Haslem's still on the fucking team, but
dude, same. I was like, is he a coach? Is he a player? Who the fuck?
Dude,
what?
He was dressed as a player. I'm like, how the fuck is he still playing?
My God. But Jimmy Butler was going to fight Eric.
That's apparently what he was saying in the fucking huddle. And you can see Spoelstra, like, mouth. There's a close-up view they have. And he, like, is holding his chest. He's like, you want to fight me? He's like, you want to fight me? And then that's when Udonis Haslem comes in. And then he gets up and Spoelstra's just pissed. Like, what the fuck? He's like, is he literally wants to fight me? Just, I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Jimmy,
drama queen.
Yeah, Jimmy's always starting some shit. But yeah, I mean, they've been what are they in their last 10 here? So they are 4-6 in their last 10. Bucks are 7-3. So I mean, it's a close race at the top. I mean, Bucks are a half a game out. Celtics are 1 game out, and the Sixers are a game and a half out. So it's coming down to the wire here. So that'll be a fun race. The Nets are dropping too. A little bit. They're 8th right now, so they're technically in the playoff. And then Phoenix and the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are playing great without Ja.
Dude, it's weird. It's weird.
Shit. They have some good like team like basketball players, like guys who are just solid role players. I feel like they just work very well together.
That's a good point. But I'll tell you what, the Timberwolves game I went to, they looked like shit.
Really?
Oh, it was terrible. Ja had 5 points, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
When he is playing, I feel like they not live and die by Ja, but I mean, he is kind of a ball hog, so everything kind of runs through him. So it's like if he's off, like they're probably going to struggle.
It reminds me of Lillard. Not the same way, but it's just that's all I think about Portland is Lillard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Minnesota's got a pretty tough game tonight with Toronto. I'm curious how it's going to play out, but everyone's smashing Karl Anthony Towns PRA. So
I saw his over for points, I think today, but he's on my do not play list. Fuck him. So I don't.
That's a smart list, right? But we are playing for the playoffs right now. So
yeah, that's true. But if I pick him, you don't want me to pick him. Let's just say
don't pick him, Shawn.
I won't pick him.
It's all good.
I'll stay away from that. I saw one of the funniest captions or I guess nicknames for James Harden the other day. Somebody said it was Brick Ross. I thought that was pretty fucking hilarious.
You know, it was hilarious him dropping 5 3-pointers on the Bucks.
Yeah. But
you guys
on that or what?
You guys won though, right?
Yeah, we won. Giannis had a block. They called it a goaltend, and then they reviewed it. It was definitely not a goaltend. It was a solid block. So it was pretty awesome because there's been
That's what it came down to.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
They shot it. Joel Embiid got the offensive rebound, went back up, and Giannis slapped it off the glass. It was pretty dope, and ended it. So that was pretty cool. The 2 other nicknames that I thought were pretty funny. That I saw, just somebody commented on it, was Tragic Johnson and Anthony Davis.
Dude, Anthony's always been day-to-day.
Anthony Davis is fucking hilarious, dude.
That's the best.
Such a solid, accurate fucking nickname. But yeah, I mean, there's only a handful of games left here in the season. I mean, roll into April. There's probably less than 10 now, right?
I think so. It's got to be getting there. I'll just tell you what. I'm so proud of the Timberwolves. They're playing so well this year. It's fun. It's fun.
It is awesome to see. I'm excited for them. I want to see how far they go. But like I said, I don't really have anything against them. If you guys I mean, I don't like Cat, but as far as like the team, like yeah, fucking win some playoff games. That'd be awesome. Like
talk about this narrative though, Shawn. What about like Cat doing it for his mom? So this is the year it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude. The Wolves aren't that good.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, like this run is for his mom. Yeah, that's fine. But they're not going to win the NBA championship for her.
You want to bet $15?
Yeah. Pay for my Duke loss, dude. Let's go UNC. I mean, I'd gladly pay you $15 if the Wolves won it all.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd give you a ring, dude. You kind of deserve one.
Nah.
I wanted to talk about one thing quick. Do you have anything else in the NBA?
No, dude. What's up?
Okay. So back to college basketball. I saw that Dean Smith. Did you see this? That he died in 2015. He was he left $200 to each of his UNC players so they could enjoy a dinner on him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. I'm like, I've never heard of that, but 180 ex-players all went out for dinner.
Holy shit! Really?
Yep, that's what I read at least.
That's insane. So he left it for every player. That's really cool. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like that's kind of neat. Like whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't get anything to eat, but
yeah, what the fuck?
I guess I don't care.
I cheered for you for so long, dude.
My last thing is I was watching women's softball, and there's this home run. But what I want to say is that what disrespect is this? The parking lot is right outside the fence. So it's like, oh, we don't think you're gonna hit us this far. Like, come on, everyone just park right here. This is disrespectful.
That is fucking disrespectful. Like, everyone park right behind it.
But this car got smashed. That's why I bring it up. Yeah,
that is funny. Good. God, that is pretty hilarious. God. Did you see Eric Church? So I actually just bought some Eric Church tickets when he comes to Miller Park. Pretty excited about that. But he just canceled the sold-out concert to attend the UNC Duke Final Four game coming up.
Oh
so
my
I'm
gosh.
sure pissed a lot of people off. But
who does he root for?
UNC.
Oh, dang.
I think he might have went there. So, Badgers lost one of their bench players today. He's entering the transfer portal. But apparently there's like two or three players who are looking at coming to Wisconsin through the transfer portal for basketball. Like one of them was a Colgate player, actually, ironically. But
oh, geez.
Yeah. You doing anything for the games this weekend, or?
No, nothing. I had to do some stuff this weekend, but I'll tell you what, I'm having a record year.
And you're betting you are, dude.
Oh heck no, dude, not yet.
Anything else, college or what?
I'm just excited for the games. I think they're going to be really fun to watch. At least most Elite Four are, but
yeah, Elite Four. Wow. Okay, Biden.
Dude, I'm getting nervous right now. I'm getting nervous.
The Elite Four is coming up. Oh my God, the Elite Four. I love it.
Oh Lord.
Dude, that was a good one. Who do you have winning the Elite Four games?
I'm going with I'm going to follow you on the first one, so I'm going to go Kansas and the under. I'm just going to parlay it straight up, and then I'm going to go with I got to go with the narrative, Duke. And plus I like Duke, so
it's hard. I mean, they got the refs on their side, so I think it's easy for them. I can't wait for the last 6 minutes of the game to just be 100 fucking calls.
The refs are on their side and Christian Leitner's in the stands.
How quick do you think Armando Bacot fouls out of the game? Somehow he'll foul out with 10 minutes left or some shit.
He got sick, dude. So apparently he's a day-to-day like Anthony.
Day-to-day Davis.
He wants to have a flu game, Michael Jordan.
He might. Yeah, I mean,
I think not sick.
I was gonna say I didn't see anything. I'm like, I'll be fine. I think Kansas. I want Kansas and North Carolina. I do think the narrative is gonna fit Kansas Duke.
I can't believe I said Elite Four. What the fuck?
That is too funny. Is that episode title? And it's confused the fuck out of people.
I guess.
The Elite Four preview or something.
What happened is I didn't know if it was the Elite Eight still or the Final Four, and so I just put them together. I forgot.
Oh my God.
I'm human. I'm not perfect.
Speaking of college, I know you kind of know a little bit about this story, and I think you wanted me to tell it.
Yes,
so on Prize Picks, that app I've been using. So I'm down to my last couple dollars in it, and they were running some promos for the tournament, and every round they would do like a special promo and like somehow incorporate like the number like 64. It was whatever, blah blah 64. I forget what the fuck it was, but round of 32, they're like, if you spend $32 or more between these games, then you every $32 you spend, you get $8 back in like bonus funds. So I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna spend 35 or 40 bucks, whatever. I'll get $8 back. Hopefully I win one of those so like it pays out, whatever. Well, I didn't win any of them, but then I'm waiting for this promo funds, my $8, so I had something to hold on to. And I'm not seeing it. So I reached out the other day in their little live support chat. And they're like, you don't qualify for this. I'm like, yeah, I do. And I sent them the promo, and I'm like, it says if you spend $32 or more, you get $8 back. And this guy comes back. He's like, well, it's supposed to say it's if it's one entry for $32. And it does not say one entry has to be $32. It just says you have to spend $30 or more. So, moral of the story, or the end of the story, I got my $8 in promo funds today, and I'm putting it all on the line, baby.
I can't believe that they weren't going to give it to you, though.
I know, pretty stupid. So my bets tonight with my $8 to win 80 is going to be Monte Morris over 12.5 points, Tyus Jones over 6.5 assists, Lauri Markkanen over 14.5 points, and Davion Mitchell under 22 points.
No.
Which one?
It was all good until Davion.
Davion?
Yes.
He hasn't really been hitting it though. Like he hit it like 2 of the last 5, but the ones that he hit were like, it was literally like 22 and 23 or some shit. So it was like, I don't know. I know.
I just hope he does, because I have that bet.
You have him over?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because De'Aaron Fox, ever since he went down, this guy's just taken over. So.
Well, I saw one expert somewhere on one random website say you should take the under. So I was like, it must be right. So
you weren't looking at Wales watching.
I wasn't. I didn't see him post anything today yet, dude.
No, he's busy.
He's busy. What else do you want to go through here? Anything else? I know we've talked a little NFL, NBA, some college hoops.
Just one last thing I wanted to say is Stephon Diggs, this whole Diggs thing.
Yeah.
He definitely gets re-signed by the Bills, right?
Yeah, I think he has to. It
would be stupid if they did, but I could see him causing drama again and want to go play with the Cowboys.
He might, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
He wants to get paid.
I mean, yeah, he'll want to get paid, but I think he'll end up back there. But there's still a handful of guys that are still out there on the market, so we'll see. We'll see where some of them end up. Should be interesting to watch, but
you know what would have been great is if when you guys traded Devontae, that you would have picked up DK for the same amount of money that you would have given.
Yeah. That would be pretty hilarious.
I kind of want to see Devontae be somewhere else though. Or sorry, DK.
DK, he should. Yeah. He doesn't deserve to sit there. That's just a waste of talent, just sitting there.
Yep.
All right, so one more thing I did want to touch on is some rule changes for the NFL. So they are changing the overtime rule. What do you think about that? They're gonna allow both teams to have a chance.
Normally, I would be against it just because it's changing the game, but the game changes every year, so might as well let it happen.
It is, yeah. I mean, it is kind of funny that they've been changing all this shit so often. Like, I feel like there's a rules change every year, so right. Whatever. And then also another rules change, and we don't have to dive into this too deep, but the NFL has said that all teams must add minority offensive coach and expand the Rooney Rule to include women. So they are requiring certain things. So I'm just waiting. Do you think that like there's a chance Andy Reid comes out and identifies as a black woman this year, or what are you thinking? Because now you can identify as a garbage can if you want to. You can identify literally as a table. It doesn't really matter anymore. So where does that stop? And
ooh, I want to be a chair. Sit on me, Daddy.
Oh God, I'm not gonna say it. Turn your chair upside down 4 people at a time.
What was it? Quagmire, and he turns into a stripper's pole. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is awesome!" And then it's
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to dive into that too much, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting that, and I get it, equality and everything, great, but like at some point, like, doesn't it come down to like coaching skill and like who is qualified for jobs and not just filling a quota? Or what are your thoughts on it?
well, I guess to be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna be that much different, man.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a written down rule now, and if it's going to make things better, let's make things better. But if we do want to backtrack to the gender conversation, I don't know where I stand with that. So I think we need to have an open discussion next week about this, because normally I'm for what people want to be, but I'm not seeing it that way right now. So we need to have a discussion.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. We'll have a couple good hot topics next week for sure. I know we got a couple lined up, so we'll throw that in there. Yeah, definitely. Anything else you wanted to run through today?
Yeah, one last thing. The Savannah Bananas, whatever, that baseball league. So I saw a rule that they have, I think is so freaking awesome. So if a guy in the stands in the crowd catches a foul ball, he's out. So everyone's out there trying to catch these foul balls to help out the team. It's hilarious.
That is fucking amazing. Okay, so I was trying to do some research on them because I know we talked about them. What the hell? Like, so what league are they in? Like, who do
I
they
have
play?
no idea, man. I just see clips on a daily, and there must be like 6 teams, I'm sure, that travel around.
It's so weird. It's like
the Harlem
Globetrotters.
Yeah.
And it's like, what were they doing the other fucking day? I was like geeking at something, and they do it at like every game, and I was like, no fucking way. I don't know. Something was like,
they always do like a dance move, like when they pitch. But
the pitcher was like dancing and shit. Yeah.
He throws like 92 though. I mean, these guys are good at baseball.
Yeah, God, it's pretty funny. And then along with that, yes, thank you for bringing that up. I saw like they invited some like a 75-year-old fan out of the stands yesterday to strike somebody out, and he did or some shit. It's like some old guy with a beer in his hand. He just goes out there and strikes people out.
Dude, Shawn, you sure you don't want to change your bachelor party to
Savannah? Dude, that's where Sue's going for hers, dude.
Oh,
Savannah.
They can go to the game.
Yeah.
Put down $15, Sue.
It probably fucking should. The MLB also announced today that they're launching a Home Run Derby X. It's going to be a global baseball tour, and it's going to make stops in like London, Seoul, Mexico City, and some other places. And it's going to have like Adrian Gonzalez, your boy, your uncle, Johnny Gomez, Giovanni Soto, Nick Swisher, and I don't know if they're still having more people, but apparently they're going to like go around. I don't know if it's just a mock home run derby, apparently.
Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know anything about that. Nick Swisher took steroids.
Yeah, he did. They'll get to swing at 25 pitches and take up to 10 of them. They'll have like bonus opportunities and shit. I'm guessing it's just I'm sure it's a money play, and it's just to get like a global fan base, just making sure that they have active global fan base. But
yeah,
whatever.
Just fun entertainment, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Anything else?
That's all I got. Have a good week, everybody.
Alrighty, everyone. Enjoy the Elite Four. We'll talk to you next week.